Head UTSA softball coach Vann Stuedeman's weekly media availability the week of March 23rd, 2026. Roadrunners sitting at 18-15 overall, 7-2 in conference play. UTSA had a 7-0 start to American action. That was a program record. That happened last week. This week, the Roadrunners will take on Prairie View on Tuesday at Roadrunner Field. That's the Salute to Educators game, first pitch at 6 p.m., and then they'll hit the road with a 3-game slate against Florida Atlantic. Coach, we'll start it off with an opening statement, and then we'll open it up to questions.
Thanks, Ryan. Really proud of the girls for the record-breaking start. Would have liked to have gotten at least the series and not dropped the series to North Texas and keep it going. But really proud of what they've done thus far in the league, and it's fun when you win and then you also see things to improve upon where we can get better in very small ways and very big ways. So it's encouraging to know that we have room to get better and we're still playing pretty well.
John?
Coach, just a couple questions about kind of the growth of the program. So, when you came in here and what you've had to do to elevate the program to have a milestone like best conference start in school history, what does that mean for the program?
Well, this program has had a storied history in the Southland Conference back in the early 2000s. And to bring that back and make the university proud, the people of San Antonio proud. I want softball in San Antonio. We have so many schools that play, so many summer ball teams that play. It just means a lot. It's a big deal to win, and it's a big deal to put out a good solid product. And the girls, the student athletes have just really accepted this challenge of trying to live up to that storied late 2000s era. And I'm proud of what they're doing, and I'm proud of the steps that they're making and taking, because it's hard work. It's hard work, and it's not just physical hard work, it's mental hard work, and it's also relationships hard work. And I'm proud of what they're doing and what they're bringing to San Antonio and for the people of San Antonio and for UTSA. It means a lot, and I'm super proud, and I look forward to it continuing to move. Is it going to be rocky? Absolutely. I mean, anything worth having is worth fighting for. And that's what we're doing, is we're fighting to make the city of San Antonio and the alums and students of UTSA super proud of UTSA softball.
Yeah, you talked about softball in the community. Alumni Day on Saturday, that had to have been a record number of alums coming back for Alumni Day. What went into that, and what was it like seeing all those faces back on campus?
Oh, Lindsay Davis, she's an alum from last year. I got the privilege to coach her the first 2 years, and she really helped us generate the interest. And I'm really trying to connect with those teams that were here before me, and I really want them to feel a part of what's happening now, because they built the program. They are family. We are a family, and they need to feel special. And I want our girls when the ones I've coached, when they move out, to feel like they have something special to come back to visit. So we had about 25 players, and I was super proud. Most of them I only knew like maybe 2-3 of them, and most of them I hadn't coached. So super proud of what Lindsay was able to do. She really spearheaded a great event, and we had a home run derby and a tailgate and recognition on the field and everything. And we had Aubrey Flores' mom made some really cool softballs to give each returner. So just really trying to create that all-inclusive environment where everybody is proud, everybody feels welcome, and everybody feels ownership of the program.
John?
Coach, offensively, your numbers, just looking from last year to this year, are really impressive. slugging percentage, home runs, doubles, all those things way up. What has been the key to this sort of offensive outpouring that your team has had this year?
Well, I continue to mention Coach Bray. He has done a fantastic job of communicating with each athlete. He's direct with some, I guess, etiquette sensitivity. He's not direct and harsh. He's direct and sensitive. Understanding what he's saying is vital. He understands how to communicate with each player, and he puts together a great game plan. Really, if we can execute the game plan, we try to practice it during the week, that whatever he's putting together, and then hopefully on the weekend it shows up. And usually we're so far we've been able to capitalize on the game plan. I mean, this weekend we had 30. I think we had 30 hits in 3 games maybe, and we just got to string those together and get them when the runners are on base. But absolutely, the offense is, I think the girls are really confident in their swings and their approaches at the plate, and I attribute that all to Coach Bray. And the girls. The girls have to buy in, and they have to believe. And that one little bit of doubt, the game knows. The game knows what you're thinking. So they have to buy in.
Well, you rank in the top of the conference in a lot of offensive categories, and I know there's a number of aspects to the game, but how much does it help you when you have the power hitting and you're one of the best offensive teams in the conference?
Well, it just gives everybody the opportunity to breathe a little bit. One walk might not kill you. Where if you can't score, it's any little mistake hurts, and so it helps the defense. It helps the pitching. And knowing that we have the guts to come back in late innings, and we have the guts to score runs in late innings, and the ability as well. You have to have the ability, but there's a whole lot more that goes into that. That mental fortitude. You have to have the guts. You have to have the strength to fight through being down. And it. When we're ahead, they can swing free. But knowing that we're never out of the game because we can score and we can hit is just so reassuring as the game goes along.
Brooklyn Metter is one of those young players who's power hitting. I think she's hitting like 400 and has shown some improvement behind the plate too. What have you seen from her in her freshman year?
Yeah, this last week in the last 4 games, I think she was over 500. She's just a pure hitter. She's just has great eye-hand coordination. She can hit bad balls, bad pitches, like not strikes, which is, that's a key indication of a good hitter. They don't have to have the perfect pitch. They can hit outside their plan. We try to keep her in her plan, and we're moving her along on some of the pitch selection that she's making. But when you have the hand-eye coordination that she does, the selection doesn't have to be so perfect. And behind the plate, she's growing day by day. The first game, I think 10 balls spun out of her glove in the first game of the year, and now she's, that doesn't happen to her as much. And learning how to catch all the different pitchers, that's really tough. We've got all kinds of pitching, in and out, up and down, change-ups. So, that's a tough order. She has to get to know each pitcher, and she's definitely getting better back there. But I love how she's mature in that if she struggles on one side of the ball, it doesn't show up on the other side. So that's mature, and she does do some freshman things, but she's growing fast. She's being thrown into the fire, and she's drinking water from the fire hose.
How did she come on your radar, and why was she someone you targeted for this program?
Well, we follow so one of the big organizations in Texas is the Bombers, and they have a lot of kids that are from our area or a little bit of south. They have them from all over. But we follow that organization. The guy who started that organization graduated from UTSA. His daughter played softball here at UTSA. So, we follow them. And Brooke had a knee injury, and I think she was overlooked a little bit. And in that big year of recruiting, for her year of recruiting, she had a blown ACL. So that worked to our favor. And we follow that organization. Actually, Aubrey Flores is also from that organization. And she stood out. And I think we benefited from her injury, and she's great. We have really enjoyed having her and her family as part of our family, as part of the Roadrunner family.
One of the pitchers who's shown a lot of growth from last year is Reagan Stout, and she's had a couple of really good outings against conference opponents. What's been sort of the key to her growth, and how have you seen her develop?
Well, Reagan really has the physical talent to put us on her back and carry us. So what she has been working on and needing to work on and to continue to work on is staying really focused on what Reagan needs to do. And she and Arlette are a great 1-2 punch because they are polar opposites. It's really hard for an offense to prepare for that. And Reagan is a student of the game, and that helps her. She has a memory of an elephant. She can remember everything, and that helps her. So she knows the hitter she's supposed to attack. She knows the hitter she's supposed to let them get themselves out. And she has just a great softball IQ. So I love coaching Reagan because of that softball IQ. She can talk the game with anybody.
Talked about getting San Antonio community involved, and more often than not, your games this year have been sellouts. You had 2 more this weekend. What's it been like to sort of build this fan base and have the stands packed almost every game?
Well, my mom was a pizza restaurant owner, and I learned early that everybody is family, and it's just everybody is welcome early. I learned that early. She'd be yelling at me in the background, and the door would open, and she'd look at the open of the door. Hey, how can I help you? What can we get you today? And I was like, okay, I get it. It doesn't matter good, bad, or ugly. I want San Antonio to feel like they are on the team. They are part of the team. They are one of us. And I hope we're starting to build that. I know we need to win. We need to win, so everybody loves a winner. I know that. And we're going to continue to put that great product out there for them. But I want them to know us far more than just the wins and losses. I want them to know our players because they're who is going to be living in our community. We want them to go to school here. We want them to graduate from here. And we want them to stay here. And we want them to be a part of San Antonio's culture now and forever. And I hope that we're sending that message. I hope that the people of San Antonio are hearing us and seeing us and want to be a big part of us because it is a lot of fun. The sport is great. We have some great student athletes that are going to be just incredible in their careers as they move on. We have a neuroscience major who wants to be a pediatric hematologist, oncologist. I mean, we've got kids that are just so interesting. We have a construction management degree that, wants to build sports complexes, which, every big city, I mean, we've got Project Marvel going on. Maybe we can get her involved in that. So it is important to me to make sure that the softball community especially, but the whole community of San Antonio, know we're here and know that they're invited.
What was the name of the restaurant and where was it located?
It's called Papa Joe's Pizza in Birmingham, Alabama. In the small town, it was in Hoover, and then we also had a second location in Vestavia. I've made pizza, sandwiches, pastas, washed a lot of spaghetti plates, and done a lot of dishes, and served a lot of tables, and it was a lot of fun. But I'm gonna tell you, those restaurant people, boy, they're tough people, and it is a tough job. And after working there, I thought, okay, I'm gonna make sure that I have a degree and a good path doing something else.
Ryan, that's all I have.
Awesome. Thanks, everybody.
Birds up.